I'm gonna show you what's up right now.
All hits, all day, and it's all yours.
Are they? Song, hey, the best way to produce the song,
Now Maharaj Ji children producer. You love this song, right? Yeah. Maharaj's son sang it. Maharaj's children. I've tried to love your brother. Oh. I also tried to love your brother. Oh. Yoruba tried to love your brother. You know, in the kingdom of heaven, everybody presents songs to the Lord. You understand? So when the Africans have much to be rejoicing, to be happy about the successful journey of the coming of the Father of creation. You understand? It's not an easy something.
Come and see your website. Old stuff.
See.
Let us be together as one.
Where's divine knowledge?
I think I'll do that. And then this living perfect master to set for you. Like this one.
Even though I don't know what that means, I'm sure it's still a Nigerian language, and that's why we preach unity in diversity. This is Ray Power 95.1 FM, and you know when you hear that sound, yes, they are here again. The Divine Light Mission, the One Love Family Hour is set, and we're about to sail right now. Right in the studio with me, I've got someone special, someone sent by the living perfect master himself, the creator, in person. Yeah, let me put it that way. So, well, Sa Vase Premi and Sidwe Hiwat. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ola.
It's good to have you.
Thanks, Marie, for having me.
Yesterday I thought you would be coming, but then you disappointed me, and that's okay, that's fine. I mean, but then how's been your day so far today?
Thank Marie for giving me the grace to live to see this minute, because at this period we are now, the world is shaking. A lot of things is happening, and for once to be safe at this moment, you need the love and the blessings of Satguru Maharaj Ji. You can see death here and there. Sometimes you meet somebody in the evening, and maybe at night it's gone, or maybe in the morning, then the afternoon is gone. So at this situation now, it is only Satguru Maharaj Ji that can guarantee one life on earth, land, and sea at this moment.
Only
So
Satguru.
I am certain, because I'm in love with Satguru Maharaj. Maharaj has found me, Maharaj has blessed me. That's why my day is always blissful.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that? Yes, that's the preamble to what we're here to talk about today. The living perfect master himself. And yes, talk about the fact that, he said a lot of people keep dying. And what's the secret recipe for stopping human destruction in this world?
The secret is divine knowledge, because when you receive knowledge, your sin is wiped away. Divine knowledge is, when one is in knowledge, that's when you can truly say you are born again. Knowledge comes to clear our karma, knowledge comes to cleanse our old slates due to years of reincarnations that we're reincarnating on several occasions without meeting the Satguru that will help take our problems away. Now, the only solution now is because Maharaj is around and divine knowledge is the key. It's through divine knowledge one we're able to eradicate and cleanse our slate.
Okay, well, is it also true that divine knowledge sharpens a man's mind? And aside from stopping or placing human beings above destruction, it also sharpens the mind and make them see clearly what the Creator has in store for them.
Yeah, divine knowledge gives one the grace to sharpen the human's intellect, the eye, the ears, all the sensory organs, makes you sharp, makes you intelligent, makes you one with creation, gives you the power to control your destiny. Because until one receives knowledge, one can be rest assured that definitely is going to see the next day. In any profession you find yourself, divine knowledge it guarantees you that stability. And like you said, dead here, dead there, and it's just because today man has lost his key, man has lost that connection, man has lost his placement in divinity, in creation. Man don't know the dynamics of creations anymore. That's why man is like a car without a headlamp driving at night. And that's why you are seeing all these loopholes, you're seeing this trouble, death, catastrophe, coming up today is because man has lost his bearings, and only divine knowledge restores all our lost glories and bearings. That's why divine knowledge is so significant in one's life.
Okay, well, now talk about the significance of divine knowledge. Let's extend the grace out of human beings to a society, community, and even nations. Talk about Africa for a start. Now, how can divine knowledge shape the future of the young ones that the society keeps grooming? And as it stands right now, we know the kind of social devices that the society grooms when it comes to training the young ones, and they're all following the trend. Is there a way that divine knowledge can help people, especially young ones, to retrace their steps back, and see things from the divine eyesight, connect to the Creator?
Yeah, it's like absolutely correct. Divine knowledge is revealed by the Satguru Maharaj Ji. It is when Satguru Maharaj Ji comes with the content that all these calamities befalling man today cease to exist. Like, we can go back into the annal of history where American had a war in the warfare with Vietnam in 60s. It was the president of this Satguru Maharaj Ji named President Parawat signed that stopped American and Vietnam war. And when Prempa was in America, Prempa revealed divine knowledge to premise, and people were meditating, and that brought about this industrial revolution today. We are seeing in America. So right now in Africa, we are gradually going to experience all this significance of Maharaj's presence, because it is only divine knowledge alone that comes, to take man from darkness into light. Like myself, I was once like that. I know how my life was, no hope, full of fears, full of all phobias. Then knowledge came and give me the grace to come out of my that kind of, to be free from that clause of darkness. And it is only divine knowledge. Practically, divine knowledge is the key. When divine knowledge comes, the entire society, is blessed to get out of all kind of illusions. And it is only divine knowledge that comes, and the youth become successful. People become successful in their endeavors. Like I'm speaking from my experience, because before Maharaj found me, I had no hope in life. I had no future. All my dreams were all shattered. Then Maharaj came. Just for instance, before Maharaj found me, I was having this great migraine, strong one.
Brain migraine.
I'm telling you the truth.
The brain dystocia.
Yeah, definitely. It also in my SS1. It's like this. From my from primary school to JS3, I never passed third position.
Wow.
But when I got
never passed third position.
Exactly. Yeah, I have the records. Then when from my SS1 to SS3, one day a ball just came up in my head, and when they cut it open, that was the beginning of migraine. Can you believe that? My first, in that particular school year, I had 45 over 50 in the class.
Wow.
45 over 50. The school couldn't believe it. Right from that day, I suffered it. I couldn't read right in the hostel. They took me to hospital. They said I should be drinking milk. This one, I tied my head. I struggled for 3 years until my last year in secondary school, 1996, when Maharaj found me. There's a Maharaj placed Maharaj's hand on my head. A load just, something like a bullet, or something like a bomb, or like a thunder, just flew off my head. Whoa! And right from that day, all the migraine and everything ceased, and I started picking back my peace. You know what I mean? I started picking back my peace.
Yeah.
So that is how. Then definitely that very year, Maharaj touched me. All migraine ceased. I didn't take any tablet anymore, and my life started coming back gradually. I started picking back my pace, even in the higher institution. So that is how my life was. Even not for Maharaj's coming, what would have happened to me? That would have been the end. That would have been the end. Maybe I don't know where it would have, that would have led me to. But Maharaj comes and the world ends no more. Maharaj comes and darkness stops. So I'm a living witness of this presence of Satguru Maharaj's significance in one life. It's always like that. A room where there's no master so many things happen. Yeah. So Maharaj Ji has come, and I'm a living witness. People are outside there; they're having problems in their academics in so many ways. You know, I remember when I was in Unical, then during my chemistry class, I had some difficulties, and Satguru Maharaj Ji came in my dream and taught me what I know today. And eventually, when I met, I took my research to my then the head of department, Professor Peters, who is now the vice chancellor of Akwa State University.
Yeah.
Right. I went to him and I showed him. He looked at me and said, how did you get to this? Yeah. So it's always like that. It is Satguru Maharaj. When Maharaj Ji comes, world ends no more. People outside there are suffering in various sectors because they don't know the holy name Maharaj Ji. They don't know that their true friend, their helper who can get them out of this problem is Satguru Maharaj Ji. That's why this kind of program is going on, so that people become aware that because that the Savior is on the earth planet. It is only Him and through Him that, because even Jesus said when He was alive that I am the way, the light, and the truth. Because He was living. It is only when a master is alive that He can lead man out of.
Do you want to tell us, people listening out there, that Jesus is no longer alive?
No, Jesus is not alive.
He's no longer alive?
No. That we can't see Jesus, but today we can see Guru Maharaj Ji.
Are the only people that we see the only people we deem to be alive?
It's like this. You cannot love who you don't see. You cannot relate with somebody you don't see. You cannot talk with somebody you don't see. That is just it.
But
They say man is God to man.
But the Creator is a spirit.
Yeah, of course.
But he can reside in anyone.
Yeah, he can reside in anyone.
He in fact resides in everyone.
It resides in everyone, but he must take a lead. He must take a lead where he can come to reveal the secret, to teach man. Of course, in every organization there must be a leader. Yeah, like in the army there must be a squadron leader. In every sector of life, we have the manager, we have the director, we have
somebody to steer the course.
Exactly, because a world where there is no leader, a place where there is no law or leader, don't stay away from there, because everybody will, anything can happen. So Maharaj Ji has to bring Satguru Maharaj Ji to lead mankind out of darkness in this very festive incarnation. Yeah, that is it.
Okay. Well, let's take a look at this one right there. Let's check it out. I've got so many stories talk about the state of the nation, and I've got right here. Let's start from this one. So, Supreme Court really admits the fresh evidence that this is bordering about President Tinubu's credentials after the University of Chicago has vindicated him. The opposition party and the opposition presidential candidate of PDP, Atiku Abubakar, still believes is going to take it up the notch back to the court again. And now, a human rights lawyer and former chairman, Nigerian Bar Association in the Ikeja branch, Lagos State, Dr. Monday Ibani, has said that the Supreme Court may not admit fresh evidence in the case seeking the authenticity of President Bola Tinubu's university records. And the PDP presidential candidate challenged the university in question, the Chicago State University, to release the academic records of Tinubu, in which they did.
Exactly.
Yeah, he has been vindicated. But now, what do you think is the issue with the opposition party and the presidential candidate, who seems not to want to stop at coming at the present president of the country?
Exactly. They say by their fruit we will definitely know them. The Atiku and his team, they are the people spoiling this country, who doesn't want this country to grow. But by the attitude, they say by the attitude we will know them. So it's not for the good, it's for this country. They want to distract, because these are the same people that they don't want somebody that will call for accountability. Because with the present a political situation to the government today, people's record will know, people past record will be looked into. And he doesn't want his record of this deed to be unraveled. That's why he's beating around the bush. But you cannot stop a time. Time has come where Nigeria will be called for to account for what they did, and that is what His Excellency President Tinubu represents. That person that will come to enact accountability. That when you are giving money to do anything, he will call. He wants to know what did you do with the money. People want to know what did you use the money for. Look at what previous government, like Mr. Emefiele, those are Atiku boys. You know what I mean? Now it is the coming of this president now. Somebody like Emefiele is apprehended. And it's all this on all this bad record is coming out today. Maybe during if it was about Atiku, we wouldn't hear anything. So they don't want this country because they have been possessed by Europe and Arab war to continue to enslave this country. But like the school that the CSU came on, they said that this guy has been our student, and they come on. So what else? What are you fighting for?
What else?
Yeah, what are you fighting for? You want to distract the president, you want to distract the government, and that's not going to work because where he laid his head on has failed. The CSU have come on to say that this guy was a student, and we on oath. Right.
Yeah.
That this guy schooled with us, and so many people so that should send signal that what Atiku is fighting for is he want to distract the government. He doesn't want, the
100% focus.
Exactly. I doesn't want all their misdeeds to be unraveled. That is what he's fighting because when their hands are soiled, they have put this country enough, and it's a time to wipe them off.
Okay.
They should retire and go home. Allow His Excellency is the most blessed president of this country. It's only honorable to take Nigeria out of darkness.
Right.
That is it.
We hope that the current president of the nation, in person of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, will take out the country from darkness.
Exactly, he's the one.
With the grace of
Maharaj Ji, of course, it's because of Satguru Maharaj Ji, definitely is. We can experience it.
Okay, well, we are looking forward to that. And while we do that, let's talk about crimes and insecurity.
Yeah.
Now, gunmen abduct this embattled Unical Law professor, as the dean of the Faculty of Law in University of Calabar, and he had been suspended over allegations of sexual harassment prior to the time of his abduction. But now, the news just came to us that some gunmen abducted him, and the son of this professor confirmed the abduction to news correspondents. Now, that is on one count of insecurity. Now, talking about insecurity still, bandits kidnapped a particular pharmacist union leader in Plateau State. Now, that's another one that is bothering us right now. And also, talk about crimes. I mean, people are getting so buoyant in stealing other people's properties. Talk about money, talk about,
and killing people. Don't take the light in killing people.
Yeah, I mean, it's so baffling because these businessmen actually have been arraigned. About 3 businessmen were arraigned in an Ikeja Chief Magistrate's Court just today over an alleged theft of 275 bags of sesame seeds valued at 47.5 million naira.
Yeah.
Now, look at all of this. What exactly can be done to reduce issues and situations like this in the country?
I tell Maharaj that you read out all this problem facing man today. Now, when you have problem, the next thing you think about is the solution, and the solution to solving all this problem is divine knowledge of Satguru Maharaj. Yeah, because before Maharaj came, this problem has been there. Now, the way out is Satguru Maharaj's knowledge. Because it's like this, a situation where man doesn't have control over himself anymore. Man doesn't have control over his thought anymore. No, that what will you say? Now, it is only when one is in knowledge. Just for instance, so many things can cause this problem. Fear of tomorrow. What will I eat tomorrow? Just then, you forget that you did not apply for your teeth to come out. You did not apply for your hair to come out. It is the Creator's wish and will and obligation to care, to cater for human being, to provide our daily needs. As we had our teeth, as we had our hair, as we had our nails grown. If you cut the rasta, you will see continuation. So that is how the Creator made this planet. That when you born into what you will eat, what you will eat, what you will live with, has already been given, like the animals are enjoying today.
Yeah.
But the question is that we didn't know the key to connect. We didn't know how to get it. And we didn't know how to get there, how to communicate, how to talk with the Creator, how to relate, to be able to acquire all these things. And we didn't know until Maharaj came, one with the whistleblower, to blow true name of the Creator. That Maharaj is the true name that will give you everything you want. It will protect you. Just for instance, there was this woman, a retired chief nursing officer in Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital in Kano.
Yeah.
She was on her way coming to Bono. She's from Ibadan here. She was after she passed Okene in the bus where she was.
Yeah.
The bus the whole bus, the whole bus tumbled. Accident. She and her daughter, because they were premise, she just found herself at the other opposite side of the road where people died. She and her daughter no, we're saved. The problem is that who took them out there? What happened?
Wow.
Yeah, that is Satguru
I
Maharaj.
would love to have this woman you're talking about on the show.
Definitely, yeah, but yeah, of course, maybe one day Grace will touch her, then she can share experience. Then there was a retired Colonel Oni, a premier of Guru Maharaj Ji, was coming back from she I think is a commander in the Nigerian Navy. Was coming back from a meeting somewhere. Then he was intercepted by these guys on the road. So he was not asking, who was it? I'm going to that these guys were armed robbers. He said, hey, drop your life or your kid. They wanted to say, it's like, don't know, but you know, the guy just, they seized his car from him. Instant day, he called Maharaj Ji. Maharaj said, hey, just allow them to go with the car. Let Maharaj will take it for you. Just allow them, leave that place. Now, as he left the scene, they carried his vehicle. Maharaj said they should go back to the office and report back to tell his boss that this car was stolen. And when he got there, the boss now said, okay, no problem, since you are alive, to thank your God that you are alive. Now you see, you can give you a new car. And he was assigned with a brand new car instantly. He given, like, 2 weeks later, the other car was seen and was brought back to the same office. Because Maharaj said, allow it, Maharaj will take care. So, because the man is facing problems because we don't have anybody to defend us. We don't have anybody to fight for us. We don't have anybody to care.
Nobody to defend.
Nobody, exactly. Sometimes you see yourself in the dream being chased. I don't know where to go. You become helpless. But with the holy name Maharaj Ji, okay, just for instance, this guy, his boss sent him to go and deliver a car. As the boss was sending along, and we're going to the east to deliver a car. So this innocent guy just parked. I decided to urinate. Before you know, in the beginning there, people came out from the road, from nowhere. And it's just, this guy was saying he cannot afford the cost of this car. It was just an errand boy. Then all this guy came from the hoodlum, say, bring out the gun, I'll kill, give me the key. He said, Maharaj just appeared, came out from somewhere, and beat the hell out of these guys. And said, Papa, can you go back home? Maharaj is in the battle, but it happened in Benin. That is what the power we're talking about. God's job is to protect and care 24/7. The omnipotent, the omniscient, and omnipresence. We didn't feel it. It is only when Satguru now we have Satguru Maharaj. That's what we're talking about. That the only way out of this problem is Satguru Maharaj. That is all. Whether you like it or not, Satguru Maharaj has come to salvation. And it's only Satguru Maharaj. You need to try. Just try. Don't believe. Just try.
Okay.
Put your problem first and see how it will melt away.
Okay, you heard that one. Just try. Don't believe. Of course, if you try and you don't get what you're looking for, then whatever happens, but that will happen.
Then you can come to the studio and say, no, I have tried, it's not working.
Okay, anyway, well, let's take a short breather. We'll be right back. This is still the One Love Family Hour on Very Power FM. Change something.
Oh, you got two.
I like to use the song for the program the way you're living. Okay, it's okay. I don't.
Go ahead, use it.
Everybody have their own specialty.
I'm familiar.
Nobody can divide us, but we have to stand up and fight for our right, of course, because if you don't fight, you're going to be slapped on the face, and they ask you to look the other way, in fact. But then, thank God for thanks Maharaj Ji.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's do it this way. So I want people to actually call from outside. If you're listening right now, this is the One Love Family Hour, and we've been talking about things bordering around the divine knowledge, the living perfect master himself. and state of the nation. So what is happening in your own community that you think is abnormal, and you want Satguru Maharaj Ji to intervene? Whatever is happening in your community, there's someone who keeps disturbing you, maybe some armed robbers, or maybe there's a theft going on in your community, or the leaders in your community are siphoning the money that they're supposed to use to better your society or your community. Just call him, let us know, and trust me when I say that Satguru Maharaj Ji will definitely come to you. You can hear all those stories. I mean, those testimonies, they're really, really amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, that one you said about the car being returned.
Is that
hand robbers?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Anyway, the numbers to call are 08156131353 or 07050236951. I'll be waiting right here expecting your calls, but I won't wait for you to call. So now let's talk about the fact that does divine knowledge actually deep diving into self-realization and self-actualization?
Yeah, so divine knowledge is the key to self-realization. That is just it. Without divine knowledge, no self-realization. If you want, like somebody would say, hey, I want to know more about God, but you first of all you have to know more about yourself. Self-realization leads to God realization.
But don't we know ourselves more when we know God?
No. It is when you know yourself. Definitely, you know more about God. Because why? The God you're talking about is right within you. God is within man.
Yeah.
And it's through divine knowledge we now to realize that so you are what you are seeking for, and that's what Maharaj Ji stands for. Because without self-realization, you'll not be able to know how the technique to communicate, to talk with God, how to carry out that. Because it's like this. Some people today, they like rice. Some people like amala. Some people like eba.
Yeah.
Now, God communicate with them in that what they belongs to.
Yeah.
Now,
that's right.
You as a person, you need to know what is my purpose on earth and the goal.
What am I here for?
Yeah. Who am I? Because you need to know. Because sometimes you may be misled by other people's idea and and suggestions.
Yeah.
But when you become conscious of who you are, what your incarnation holds, that's written in your soul, you'll be able to follow suit, and definitely you get to that level.
Now, we can help us know ourselves and know what our purpose is.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, that's what divine knowledge stands for. It gives you the grace to know yourself, to know who you are and what you are. Because divine knowledge takes one beyond into so many years of reincarnation. Like most problems we are facing today.
Wow.
The billionaires of old, we are them, but we don't know.
We are one of the best. So maybe I am the reincarnation of Michelangelo.
Might be.
Maybe.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah,
I don't know.
It's like this. Might be. Okay. But divine knowledge will now reveal to you truly you are. This is who you are. And the day you realize who you are, that glory of that yesterday years become one with you.
Now, I really want to understand the concept of reincarnation, because a lot of cultures barely believe in it.
No, it is only Igbo culture that doesn't believe in it, but black man culture believe. That's what we have. Yeah. We know it because we are the origin. We are the nucleus. A black man knows that.
You say, people name their children Tunde, Babatunde.
Yeah, exactly.
But then, what if it was just a means devised to always keep in mind those that we have lost?
Maybe because of the advent or the intrusion of this white that make us to divert.
Do you know why I'm saying
digress from that path?
Do you know why I'm saying this? Because the whites themselves,
yeah,
maybe they believe in incarnation too. Because when a person dies, their son, or even before they die, they want their sons to take their exact name, but then they put Junior. So when they go, the name still remains.
That is psychological, but we're talking about cosmic consciousness, the return of the soul, the return of the spirit. Naming your son after you as Junior, that's psychological, right? You're going to get back to the body, but the soul belongs to the Creator. It is the soul belongs to exactly that. The soul is divine. Like,
but when it comes to incarnation, the soul is the same, but the body is different. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the soul is the same, but the body differs because the body transmigrate from one place to another. The soul migrate from one place to another, taking different bodies. Maybe in your life, maybe in a previous lifetime, you were in America. Because great souls always follow the Satguru Maharaj Ji. Each time they're always light seekers. They're talking about incarnations. Yeah, Oyibo they know that definitely soul is immortal. It is only the body that decays. Why? Because the soul is that soul is that what essence is man, that is immortal. It takes the body.
That's the breath.
Yeah. Then they know, but in order to destroy black man away from that consciousness, that's when they came to tell us that no, we shouldn't blame the office. But they know that definitely that the soul is immortal, and because Africa is that true school where all the scrolls were kept. They came here and they know everything, and they took it away just to deceive this generation. But our grandfathers, they knew, and it's still there. Whether you believe it or not, reincarnation is real. It's real. No,
Reincarnation
because
is
it's the sun that shines on Monday, the same sun that shines on Tuesday, shines till Saturday. The same sun that shines from January, the same sun that shines in this month of October today.
Well, the moon changes. I mean, we have the crescent moon, we have the full moon, we have the half moon, we have,
Those ones are still separate because they name it. But if you get into one consciousness, it's the same. Yeah, the moon comes when it is in a crescent, just like when we were born. We were born just like that seed.
Just to show seed.
Yeah. That seed that was put, it was just ordinary water that was put into our mommy's tummy. And today we have something as strong as teeth. We have the nails. That is the work of the Creator. The moon coming as a crescent, and the first quarter, the full moon, and that is it. It expands. Tells you that the world is not static. The world is dynamic. Something comes as small, like you plant a seed of a corn, and it grows to become a big tree that produces. That's how the moon works. That's how the creation is. And definitely, it goes after 360 degrees. Then it reduces again to come back again the next day. Like the sea ocean, like the sea current that goes 7 hours and return back 7 hours. That's telling that life is static. Life is not static. Life is dynamic. So we're talking about the body. We're talking about the soul. Now people were asking if Satguru Maharaj Ji says that Satguru is the creator. How old is Satguru Maharaj created the entire planet? We're talking about the soul. The soul is the oldest. The soul of man is the oldest. Most of us, we are more than 500 million years old.
But now, the only thing that can make us connect with our soul and even know much better what kind of soul we have in us.
No, not the kind of soul we have. Who we are.
Because your soul could belong to somebody else.
No. Your soul, your soul is. We talk about soul. Soul is you.
The soul is me.
Yeah, soul is you. But
the soul could have also once lived before.
Yeah, has lived, but not once. Has lived in so many places. But with divine knowledge now, you can be able to now divine knowledge gives you the key to go into your soul to know where all these archives, all this record of all these Akashic records are stored.
Now, my issue with this is now reincarnation.
Yeah,
doesn't mean that God or the Creator has stopped, producing people with souls. Also, souls just keep bouncing off from one body to the other, just like that, and there's no reproduction of souls, but there's a recycling of souls, or Now, also, why do the population of the world keeps increasing if after a soul is gone, after somebody is dead and the soul is out, it goes into someone new that is coming.
Yeah, the soul takes a new body depending on what you do. Some soul doesn't take a body anymore. They return as animals, as trees, as oceans, as rivers. They're all human beings.
Yeah, all human beings.
Is that they are birds? Birds are all human beings, like the animals we see. It depends on what they do. If you didn't do good, because the highest gift of man, the highest gift of God to man is to reincarnate as a human being again. Because we are the crown of creation. As we are the crown of creation. Depending on what you do, if you do not commit much sin in your lifetime, you will give him the grace to reincarnate again. But if you don't, definitely, because of they say man's sin cut man short of the glory of God.
So will there ever be a judgment day?
Judgment day is every waking day. Yeah, because some people today they're already going through their judgment. No food, no car, nothing. Yeah, because of what they.
But can the community or can the issues in society result to people not having enough or not having a hope?
You see, for every problem man faces, there is a reason behind it, and it is only divine knowledge that can reveal. Like this woman from she's from River State. She and her husband, they are directors in Shell. She had all the wealth but no child. She went here and woman in sick of full of the womb. She went here and there until she was maybe at last she came to Ibadan to seek Maharaj's divine knowledge. It was through divine knowledge she realized why she could not have a child. The reason behind that in her last life, her previous life, she was so rich, very very rich. Just who caused her? What caused that was just a hen who caused her, because a hen sneaked her way into a mansion to lay eggs, and we know by tradition that when a hen lay egg, nobody touches that egg. You cannot go there, just allow it. When they hatch, then it goes away with the woman was so, she was so arrogant. She came there, carried the hen and the egg and threw away, and immediately when fell on the eggs and they could not hatch again. Then the hen turned and said, "Chiba, you are a woman like me. You don't allow me to born my own child. You will never have your own child." Then the cause manifested in this condition. She tried everywhere. She tried everything. No, look, there's something that prayer cannot do, because of course that it is only divine knowledge. It was when in divine knowledge she came to realize that she started crying. She said, "Maharaj Ji, what is the way?" Maharaj now told her that hen of that age has been connected as a woman. She's in so place in Delta State. Go and appease her. Go and beg her one-on-one now. She may not know because she's not conscious who she is. She doesn't know what happened. You are from River State and this woman is from Delta State. You know what I mean? Yeah. She's living somewhere in Delta State. Buy this, buy that, go and beg her, go and appease her. Just go to her shop. Buy everything times 3. You have the money. Spend on her. Make her your best customer, or let her make you your best customer. But she doesn't know why you are there. That is the only way you can get a child. When she's happy with you, that is where your slate will be clean. And that's what she did. 3 years later, this woman is now having tumor. Unfortunately, now she's as a criminal. So, as I'm telling you that there are so many the Akashic records. It can only be revealed or known through divine knowledge. That's why divine knowledge is so significant. It reveals all secret of life, whatever problem man is facing today. Because of course, yeah, you cannot expect to kill somebody to make money this lifetime and come back next lifetime to enjoy. No. Yeah, that is just so maybe won't come back again in this lifetime to face the judgment. Maybe judgment is born as a polio person, is born with no eye, with no legs, with one bad sickness that cannot be cured any day. That is the punishment. So there's no particular day one will face punishment. And now it is not Satguru Maharaj Ji that has come through Maharaj Ji's grace that all these things, all this punishment will be wiped off when you turn to Satguru Maharaj Ji. And that is what Satguru Maharaj represents. It is even out of grace of the Creator that Maharaj has to come and clean human slate of wrongdoings, so that a new breath can come in. So the condition is real. That's why Maharaj is saying that you have to be careful with what you do. Don't sell your mind, sell your love. Always be in love with everybody you see, because you don't know. Like Maharaj said today, don't eat fish, don't kill animals. Because why? Because this lifetime, if you keep on killing them, next lifetime, the grace will bear, because it's a vicious circle. The cow you kill this lifetime come back again in next body as a human being. Then you take the body of a cow. Then it will do the same, and you can see the confusion. How is that? How it has been right from 21 and 60 day and 60 AD, where you bomb and remove the holy name of Maharaj Ji, and that was the beginning of man's problem. Man is now living in illusion. Man is living in imagination. You only think and doesn't work. But today, thank Maharaj that we now know the true name of Creator, that true friend, that Savior that has come to salvation man. By divine knowledge, you now be able to know the principles that govern the creation. Because when you know the laws, like a car, when a car is manufactured, manufacturer will tell you that put oil here, put petrol here, put grease here, put air here. You know what I mean? Then if you mistakenly go and put water where you're supposed to put gasoline, what do you think will happen? Malfunction of the engine.
Malfunction will happen.
That is what we have today. That's why there's death here and there, there's poverty here and there, all this accident, dead we see in Europa today. It's still the same thing. Today, man has lost his bearing, man has lost consciousness of divine principles that lead man to immortality. So that is the problem today on earth. But Maharaj has come to reveal knowledge that will be able to connect man with that consciousness of divinity within him. That is what Maharaj represents.
Alright, let's listen from Satguru Maharaj himself right here, saying something more like, he's a divine place.
In the universe, factual and true. You see, without knowledge, man just like a river without water, like a car without the tires. Without knowledge, any small thing, you carry gun to fight, cutlass to cut it. Or it becomes like an afraid. See people jumping at each other with blows. Sometimes, with iron. There was a case of Mama in London who prepared herself to go to work. And as the head of the family, the African context, they prepare enough soup down for the family, just in case anybody who comes home will make Eba. And that was it. She left. By the time the younger ones came in, there was this 16-year-old came in with his friends. And they went into the cage by the soup. They made rice, they made Eba. They ate and finished the soup. And so when eventually the mama came back from work, and her bag went straight to the kitchen, made Eba. Where is the soup? Then they asked, where is the soup? And Kingsley, was telling Mama, look, because Jackson, who came in with his friends, and they filled the whole soup. What is he causing? Out of anger, supposed to meet her. The hand went into the eye, and the eye grew. There's blood coming out. He rushed to the hospital. After a few hours of checking, operation, he said the boy has lost his eyes. Now, how much is the cost of the soup? 10,000 or 50,000 or 100,000 cannot replace the eye. Even 100 million. Yes, because when you lack knowledge, yes, you are in a life of having, acquiring, and you can never be satisfied because the food that brought your body, your eyes, your legs together, when you were in the womb, that spirit of the Creator, yes, has been disconnected. That's what it is.
Okay, well, you heard that one right there. That's the living perfect master himself, giving us knowledge like it was just today.
Yeah, what knowledge represents.
So,
Yeah.
now you heard that story, that particular instance.
Exactly.
Now, what can you say about that?
Yeah, that's what knowledge is. Knowledge gives you, like Maharaj Ji has said, how much is the cost of pot of soup compared to the eye that the person lost. Like today now, you see all these politicians today, people looting money because they don't know what awaits them tomorrow. Because if they know, they won't do it. Because divine knowledge will tell you whatever divine knowledge will reveal to you for every actions you want to take, the consequences, the resultant effect of it. Today, man doesn't go into the spirit anymore to know what awaits us because all these things are installed in the spirit. Man doesn't know. That's why today's people, they give them money to go and repair road. They will spend the money, they siphon the money, then the road is bad. People will die through accident because of the bad road. Do you think that the soul of the people that die will forgive the person who's supposed to have fixed the road? That is what we don't know today, because today they say sin and repent. You sin and one day you go and confess and no. Whatever, when the Lord told us that whatever man sows, so shall he reap. It's a constant. That's when Maharaj is coming for knowledge. Come for knowledge, so that knowledge will not give you the grace to understand all your actions. Whatever you want to do, what will be the effect? What is the stand? And like Maharaj has stated, if the woman knew that pot of soup, it was also a trap to that the only child lost the eye because of mommy's pot of soup, that cannot cost up to maybe even if one like Maharaj said, can she buy the eye to replace the game? See, that is why knowledge is very important.
Yeah.
If she was a preemie, 3 or 5 days before that, they should have seen. She will see that tomorrow this is what will, because knowledge gives you a preview of every waking day. Yeah, when you meditate on the light will give you a preview of what will happen the next day. So you now go, oh, tomorrow if I go through this way, I'm going to get accident. Tomorrow if I don't go through, then you now be able to to calculate their ways and know how to work successfully. Even if you are doing business, not to tell you that tomorrow you're not going to sell. Go and do another thing. Definitely, if you try, you expect that you're not going to sell. Knowledge will be to you the day you're supposed to go to your shop, and the day definitely you will sell. So not wasting of time. That's what knowledge gives one.
Knowledge just gives you all these powers.
All this awareness.
Now, how did you get this knowledge?
Yeah,
Who gives this knowledge? In fact,
knowledge is as simple as ABC. It starts with the holy name Maharaj Ji. Like I always say, if for every waking day of every human being, call on the holy name Maharaj Ji. Maharaj Ji, please take over this day. Anywhere you are in your own house. Take over this day. This is what I want to do today. This is what I want to do tomorrow. All this woman I want to marry. Look, don't even come to Maharaj Ji. Just use the only name. This woman I want to marry. Is she right for me? Maharaj, come and Maharaj, show it to me. Maharaj will come and reveal to you. This one is good. So divine knowledge
answers immediately.
The divine knowledge starts with the holy name Maharaj Ji. That is what we lacked. That's why we fell today. That's what we lacked. Even maybe like today, as a governor of a country, you want to make your cabinet. You write all their names down, all the people you want to put into your office, giving them this appointment, write all their names because you want to succeed. Now you write all their names down and you call to Maharaj Ji, come and reveal to me who are these people. Will they do well? Will they support my government for me? Will they fight? Will they steal? Maharaj Ji will come because that's the job of the Satguru. Maharaj Ji will come to say, hey, don't take this person. This person is qualified. This person is not qualified. That is what Maharaj Ji is, because Maharaj Ji is a spiritual king. Maharaj Ji is the king of all heart. He communicates, that silent listener to all our conversation. That's what Satguru Maharaj Ji is. Maharaj Ji is now, acting, or doing that work of the Creator. We say the Creator is omnipotent, omniscient, omniscient. That's what Satguru Maharaj Ji is doing on behalf of the Creator physically on a planet.
Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the state of the nation once again before we end the show. So the Supreme Court has announced that they fixed December 15 for the judgment of Nnamdi Kanu, and that's by a 5-member panel led by Justice Kudirat Kekere Akun, and they fixed this particular date, December 15, for the judgment of both the council between the federal government and the IPOB leader, the detained one, and they adopted the final briefs of argument. Now they have delivered this announcement to us, and what, as a spiritual person, as a spiritually inclined individual, what do you think would be the outcome of this?
We're Africans.
Yeah.
We always make judgment due to African context. And you can see, Nnamdi Kanu was misled because of his, should I say, faith. Calling himself a Judaist, whatever. But it doesn't work here in Africa. In Africa, we talk, we reconcile, we eat together. That's how we solve our problem. So I believe that the judges will look into the African context, because we don't want any bloodshed, we don't want any further trouble. They want all the people they are being misled to create problem in Nigeria, so that we don't integrate anymore, we disintegrate, and we cannot disintegrate anymore. We want integration of Nigeria. So I believe that the judgment that will be delivered will with the help of the president and Maharaj president, will make Nigeria unite more and more than going into any chaos. Because these are what the Oyibos want, for us to scatter, for us to fight. But I believe that with the help of our Satguru Maharaj Ji and the blessed president we have today, the Supreme Court will give that judgment as an African, because we've learned our lessons. We don't want any war. We know what happened during the Biafran War. We don't want that anymore. Those people, they are paid money to kill ourselves.
All right, we have a caller right here. Let's see what does caller have to say. Hello, good afternoon.
This is Chikozi.
Chikozi.
Yeah.
All right, what do you have to say, sir?
Yeah, I use Maharaj to recover the lost soul of my land, Urala. There are 4 of my fathers. Maharaj Ji gave me the power to go back home. We consulted, and that power of 4 was given back to me. If a man should go back to culture and tradition, in the name of Maharaj Ji, everything will work. Yes. Because all this is that changing. Now he promised them, government, the faith. This is going up and down. Look at what is happening in Igbo land. You can't go back up to God. I think something is so. The constitution of Nigeria says that after man don't let them give this for the Satan. And now the Satan is there. Why are we fighting? Somebody has been elected. Let them give the person to continue leadership and support you. So what I'm saying to you, Maharaj Ji gave me that power. I went back and before that fear that you used to consult the ancestors, the good spirits of the land, to take care of our land. And that made me collect it back. Now I can come to support the good spirits of the land every day.
Wow.
Yesterday I use my TV and call them. It don't become so bright. Everything works well. There's no more sickness in my family. Everybody's making it now. I'm having guys which is my family today, which I don't do like that. Until my idea is to me to go back and collect that thing your great grandfather did. Today I have my shrine. Like childhood of my life. Culture and tradition is the key. And it is with that that we can relate. So let's go to that now so that we can go back to their culture and tradition.
Thank you.
And all these people fighting, they should use Maharaj Ji.
Thank you.
In the past, they should all go back to their culture and tradition, or what they need, so that we can use Maharaj Ji, Nigeria, and make it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your contribution. That was much needed on the show. Now let's talk about culture and tradition. I actually have one more thing to talk about before we end the show. But then culture and tradition, just like Mr. Chigozie said, why are people deviating from it nowadays, and how do we retrace our steps back to this culture and tradition?
It was our people. It was the advent. It was the advent of the Oyibos that made us to, from the books they brought for us to read, that we should deviate or we should digress from the practice of our ancestors, and we've seen where it is today. That in the days of our ancestors, there was nothing like that. People don't steal. You can go to market. Somebody, the owner of the shop is not there. You want to buy a gari, you just take your is it how they call it, mundu or whatever. Get how many mundu you want, and you drop the money and just walk away. Nobody come and carry it, because if you do, the ancestors, the Okija, which is our grandfather, they were watching. They were watching over us. But today, there's no watch anymore.
But one would say that even with the history that we have read, talk about the great people that have gone to the world beyond. Even the
there's only a people that goes to the world beyond. Our ancestors, they are still alive. You can call Okija, he will come. Call Yilada, call Obatala, call Amadioha, call
but those are the powerful women.
That is who we are. That is our origin. Black men are powerful. Black men are powerful. We are all black men in general are powerful. We are powerful. Just that we lost our bearings through the introduction or whatever, the advent of these white brothers who make us deviated from our practice. Now that's why Maharaj Ji is here again. That's why Maharaj Ji is here again to rekindle back that lost glory, that lost power that we lost. So Maharaj Ji is here now to take us back to that, to make us back to our to our true form. That's what Maharaj Ji represents. That's why Maharaj Ji is here. So if so black man never dies. Black man can live in this world planet and live like Okija or the people we are calling. They are there.
What makes the black man so powerful?
Yeah, because the black man is the first occupant of this earth planet.
We are the direct
children of the Creator.
Well, there's a big book, of history that says Adam was the first.
The book was written by who? By the Yibos. They want because
they even said the first death occurred when Cain killed his brother.
Now, if they admit that Africa is where the Garden of Eden is, the next day is in their place there. No, so we can see even with the culture, even with the weather we have today, we don't have earthquake here. Heaven is the paradise. The paradise.
Can we deny all the events that was listed in the same book?
No.
What happened to Egypt?
Like today, one of their culprit, I mean their puppet, ex is Babangida said we shouldn't be teaching history again in our schools. We should be reading Oyibo, no more history taught in the school. So how will you know?
Not been working.
Yeah, so
by any.
So they're like now in the school, history is not taught. So how will you know you are past?
That's not been working.
So
that's just as
now today we are going even the food we eat, fertilizer, because why they are all our people.
Well, please before we round it off, let's talk about this one. Now, World Teachers Day. Today is the day that they celebrate and commemorate with teachers.
Yeah.
And we could as well say the Satguru Maharaj Ji is a teacher.
Exactly. The world teacher.
Yes. So what did you have to say to him as your teacher?
Right, Maharaj Ji has done so much. You can see me smiling. And two, Maharaj Ji has been saying that our teachers are underpaid. For they have to increase their salary so that a teacher can buy a car, can build a house even before retirement. That why there's malpractices in exams and everything today, because look at it, because they are not paid. I'm saying that they should pay them more money so that they can be able to, so that they will not be exam malpractices or whatever, because they are underpaid. I'm saying that a teacher is a great being. Pay them well, take care of them, and they will deliver in their service.
That's
so
a beautiful one.
That is it.
One.
Now,
Now, before we round off, right here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to the One Love Family Hour. It happens every day. You can come join us from 3:30 p.m. to 4:30 right here on the same station, Ray Power 5.1 FM, the Ultimate In-Star Radio. Now, we've had the presence of Salvis Premi in Sidibe Iwat with us in the studio, and we want to go now. But then, for those who are actually looking forward to reaching out to the One Love Village, and particularly coming to the ashram, what are the things necessary for them to hold along or not hold along?
Yeah, nothing. Only as a woman, don't come to my village if you are seeing that period. If you are sick, don't come around there because it's a holy land. And as a man, and come with anything, just be there. But as a woman, it's only with your blue. You don't come. You don't come to the village with a menstrual period. Yeah, as a man, that is it. Everything is allowed.
Okay.
That is it, yeah.
Okay.
And should in case you want to fix time, the numbers to call are 081 1797 6193. 081 17 right? 976193.
Please call the number again.
081 1797 6193, or you can also call 0806 149 3467. 0806 149 3467. Then you'll be connected.
All right. Okay. It's been a great time.
And lastly, like you said, today is the Teachers Day. How do I feel about my greatest teacher of all time, my Satguru Maharaj Ji? I love Maharaj Ji so much. If not for Maharaj Ji, my life would have been a mess. So I thank Maharaj for Maharaj Ji's coming into my life to make my life work, to take me from poverty to wealth, from sorrow to happiness I'm feeling today. Glory be to Satguru Maharaj Ji.
Well, on behalf of Raypower FM, we also thank Maharaj Ji for still keeping the nation in one piece, because he said there will be no war and there's no
war. So, and now I should not declare Nigeria the new holy land, and that we should travel to the other monumental holy lands of the world anymore. That with Satguru Maharaj Ji, you will live forever.
We're looking for a fresh declaration that has to do with the company, by the way.
The name
is Raypower will be Raypower will be the #1 station in the world.
Yeah, by the grace of Satguru Maharaj Ji. Maharaj Ji makes it work.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Well, we'll be going back straight to the music right now, and yes, you get to join BJ5 come Power Play Thursday's edition right here. The drive time promises to be entertaining and fun as well, so keep it locked. Don't go anywhere. You've been listening to the voice of Oladiran Adele. You also know me as Ola Suave. Thank you very much. Bye for now.